I was paying for my shopping a couple of weeks ago. The lady paying across from me wanted to verify her ID using digital ID. The person serving her was explaining to her that the government has not passed it as law, so she can't use that. So I was thinking of making a video on this, only for the king to come out a few days ago giving a speech that his ministers are going to proceed with the introduction of digital ID.
My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services.
Guys, a new world order has started. Numerous countries like Estonia, Singapore, United Arab Emirates, Germany, China are all using the digital ID system, and in the US, Apple has officially launched the digital ID system where people can add their US passports to their Apple Wallet. Events foretold in the Bible are actively taking shape. What is happening is that all your rights, all your access rights, everything are all connected to the digital ID system. I remember when my mom's phone got hacked and the hackers were asking family members, friends for money. So just imagine when your details, your information, everything is being put on a system, on a device that you don't control what goes on there. You don't have a say in what goes on there. Should your access be terminated, they decide. The question really is digital ID the mark of the beast? No, it is not the mark of the beast. What the digital ID system is doing is laying the groundwork for the mark of the beast, normalizing the idea, making the concept acceptable, gradually creating a world where buying and selling is cashless. People have no notion of what they are getting ready for. It's about domination. Revelation 13:11. Then I saw another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb and spoke like a dragon. The second beast, widely viewed by theologians as the false prophet, will be very deceptive, emerging to be pure and holy, concealing his true identity, intentions, and motives. Revelation 13:12. And he exercises all the authority of the first beast in his presence, and causes the earth and those who dwell in it to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. By copying God's power, he fools humanity because the devil is a copycat. He oversees and directs a global system of false worship and forcing the worship of the Antichrist, deceiving humanity to worship the Antichrist. The false prophet is basically the chief of staff for the Antichrist. Revelation 13:13-14. He performs great signs, say that he even makes fire come down from heaven on the earth in sight of men. And he deceives those who dwell on the earth by those signs which he was granted to do in sight of the beast, telling those who dwell on the earth to make an image of the beast who was wounded by the sword and lived. The Antichrist will fool humanity into thinking he is Jesus Christ. Humanity will view him as Jesus Christ. Both of them will command absolute power, mirroring Jesus Christ performing signs, wonders, and miracles. People will think God sent them. Revelation 13:15-18. He was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their forehead, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. The mark of the beast involves several distinct aspects. It wouldn't be a mark you only get to feed your kids, have a roof over your head and travel. It involves worship of the Antichrist. Bible says it will be a physical stamp on your right hand or on your forehead, showing your surrender and a seal of your loyalty to your master, the Antichrist. The mark of the beast will be made mandatory, just like the digital ID is to be made mandatory in the UK. Again, the digital ID is not the mark of the beast. It is preparing you for it. Another aspect of the mark of the beast is being able to trade, buying and selling. When you reject the mark of the beast, you will not be able to buy food, buy clothes and pay your bills. And Bible says you will be unalived. They will look for you, find you and unalive you. When you reject the mark, you are implying you belong to God and you will be killed because of that. The Antichrist will cut off the heads of people who refuse to take the mark. In the book of Revelation 7:3, a mark was put on the forehead of the servants of God to show they belong to God. They are His. Satan will be copying this. He will be mimicking this. He wants you to renounce God and be faithful to Him. You have to really choose if you are hot or cold. The mark of the beast will come in the middle of the 7-year tribulation. What Satan is doing right now with the digital ID is gradually introducing it. So when the mark comes, you think, oh, it's an upgrade from this to that. Cash will gradually be taken, it will be removed, and the currency will be digital. Those who take the mark of the beast, Bible says, reject the grace of God, and the consequence is eternal damnation. You cannot take the mark and then go back and pray to God and ask for forgiveness. It will not work. It will not change anything. Those who refuse the mark will be beheaded because they refuse to worship the Antichrist, and they will be saved as a result. When you receive the mark, you receive temporary gain and suffer forever, eternally. Those who don't get the mark, they suffer temporarily and win forever. Brothers and sisters, you cannot play around with your salvation. You have to get right with God. This digital ID system is taking us deeper into the end times. Please repent. Repent. Start teaching your children about this so they can be prepared. Spirit-filled believers will not be here during this time. We will be gone in the rapture. God bless you. See you in my next video. Bye.